Okay, what's 7? Is anybody on here beside me and Terry?
Shannon's here.
Hey, Shannon.
Hey, Lacey's here.
Yay. Lacey. Hey, Lacey.
Hey.
Okay, so we'll just start talking and people can just join in as they come in. So, we were talking about the other day obstacles that keep us from growing to where we want to be. The fear of being told no. I'll give y'all a little example. And we don't care. When we worked this women's show, a really big show, it was in Ashley Haley, which you guys know, that's lost like 150 pounds. She worked the first day with me, and she always worked her business online. She never really talked to people in person. And I was like, Ashley, these people don't know us. They don't know what we're supposed to say. They don't know if we mess up. And we don't care if they don't want what we have. We don't know them either, and so it's not a personal thing. But, the first day we get a lot of older people. I'm talking older, like 70. They come in on buses and they're walking down the aisle. We're like, I'm like, hey, ladies, y'all want some energy? They're like, nah. And I said, okay. Well, when y'all need some energy after a couple of hours walking, you come back and we'll be here with it, And she would just watch me take rejection, and laugh about it and just go on. And there was a point, though, where, she was just getting rejection, and I could see her just about to tear up. I'm like, Ashley, this is not directed towards you. They're running around looking for some free stuff. They just got here. And within probably about 10 minutes later, she got her first Saba 60 sign-up. And what was so powerful, I gave her this clipboard. She had brought her pictures. We had one set up on the table, right, where she was standing, and we had a high table, and then she had her picture on a clipboard. And I said, it always helped me to hold something, to have something in my hand. And then when we got ready to sign them up, we just handed them the clipboard. We had printed out paper applications, and, we're like, just fill this out, and we explained what it was, and they just took it. I was watching her, and she was just a pro. She was just signing these people up, putting them on auto ship, and they were just amazed. They're like, that's you? But the power of those pictures is amazing. And then the same thing happened with Tina and Danielle, the mother-daughter that had lost over 150 pounds the next day. They had their pictures, and by the end of the 4 days, and these girls working and talking to so many people, it really, I could see the change in them. So stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something you've never done makes you stronger, and you learn from it. You learn what works to say, and you also, people come at you with different things, and you learn how to overcome obstacles. There's really nothing they can say that we can't answer. And sometimes you'll get competitor. It was really weird how people selling competitive products will walk up and start questioning us, and I'm like, we kind of blow them off because I don't have time. We're trying to talk. When you have all these people walking by, you just have about 30 seconds to talk to them. So I don't really have time to be giving somebody that's just trying to see what the competition is doing. But a good way to start out is, back in the day, I would call the chamber or the elementary schools. Now, with social media, you just Google the area that you would like to do a festival. And you can put, festivals in, say I live in Mount Juliet, events in Mount Juliet, and it pulls them all up for me, and then it'll, as you get on there, whether it's on Facebook or just on the internet, you'll look at one thing, you find another thing, and there's so many different things that you can do without paying very much. Some you just give a donate a basket. Some are $20, $25. There's just so many things to do. What you have to do is get you a buddy, though, because it's no fun to go do it by yourself. I used to take my kids, they were teenagers, and did it with my kids. But when I was local, I had Judy and Danny I had Donna, different people that would come, and we did it together, and it's fun. It's always a lot more fun to have a buddy, a running buddy, because you have a third-party endorsement. That's why a lot of people, and I hate this, a lot of these big networkers, they want to do these three-way calls where they gang up on you. I don't like that. Unless the person knows you're doing a three-way call. They'll do it sneaky. They'll say, like I was talking to a guy one time, he's like, hold on just a moment, my other line is ringing, and then the next thing I know, he's got his upline on there, and, I'm thinking, I know what you just did. If you want a third party, then you just let the person know. If you've got somebody you want to talk to about the business, but you don't feel real confident, then ask one of us, hey, would you get on a three-way call with me? Sure. If we're available, we'll be glad to get on there with you. And you feel more confident having that person, that's on there to back up what you're saying, or maybe they're going to tell their weight loss story with you. Terri, you and Deb used to do events. What did you have to say about that? I know y'all had a great time. I used to watch y'all have a big time doing them.
The very first one we did was they had just these little booths, and Dad said, y'all get over here and bring your stove. We had our A shirts on. I think it's very important to wear your shirt, something that says Saba, I think, because then when you're doing Facebook Lives or taking all the pictures, it just looks good to have the name brand there.
Oh, yeah.
You learn how to, you're right, people ask you questions. The main thing is you have to just focus that you're going to make a difference with people. So, in other words, take your eyes off yourself and put them on the other people. They don't know if you know what to say or not. It's a great idea to have your 30-second shares down, your own personal share down of the difference that the different products made for you. Rhonda, I loved it when we didn't do Facebook Live back then. I loved it when y'all did the Facebook Lives at your event, because that was really neat, and I loved Ashley's photo.
Yes.
I could even see it in the Facebook Live. It was like, so you get a picture side by side, what you were before and then what you were after, or even during. And you can go to Office Depot and blow it up on the poster printer. They can blow it up for you to turn it into a poster. So that was great. Yes, so she framed that, and it was just so visual for people.
And that was so real. I have to give
Yes.
Clark the credit on that, because he came up and started doing Facebook Lives.
Yep.
And, Ashley was, this one lady was just so emotional, and she was a Hispanic lady, and she was like, I want to do this because of that picture of her. And, she just started praising Ashley. Big old tears came in Ashley's eyes. They were hugging. It was just a really amazing thing to watch people transform like that.
Yeah.
And it makes you stronger. I remember Lisa used to do wine festivals. Can you imagine how much fun they had doing wine festivals? Yeah, and Lisa used to sign up all the vendors beside her, and
that is a good one. That's a good one. Yes. What you do is, if you think about it, every single booth there, every single person there needs to have energy. They have to bring in their different stuff for their shows. They have to have energy to talk to all the people. And then they have to have energy when they have to pack it all up and bring it all back to the car. So literally, one of us would man the table, and the other would go around and get different people's cards at the different other tables.
Right.
If they wanted to sample. Now, you have to watch the timing of that. I remember ours was at noon, so that was good. But if you're doing an event at like 6, I don't know that they should take, whatever.
Right.
So it's good to have it in the afternoon, but that was a big thing. We also have cards for drawing. You have a really pretty, container there. Make sure you have a lot of pins. People write, the little card says their name and phone number, email address. And then they put it in the thing to win a prize. Gosh, we went from that little tiny, maybe only 400 people at that first one, to the big, huge George R. Brown Convention Center for a wedding bridal event. That was that was a lot. We would give away different things. And so it was cool because we would call them, soon thereafter, like every 2 hours or every hour, we would call we'd grab a card and call someone, and they'd come running up because they're so excited. They don't even care what they win. But they were so excited, and everyone sees them so excited, then everyone comes over because they're all, so plus they feel good and they have energy. I mean, I remember when when people would get a sample, there would be lines of people coming back like 30 minutes later. They'd all be lined up at our booth to get them because they could tell the difference that quickly. That's what happened. So you know what was funny, Rhonda? I just remembered this. When Debbie and I were at that first show that we did, the one where we were there, it was cute. All these ladies, 5 didn't take the pill, only 1 did. So like 45 minutes later, all the girls came walking back by, and all her friends were eating the funnel cakes and all that stuff, and she wasn't. I'll never forget it. Because I was like, I said, wait, stop. Do you see anything different? And she said, what? And I said, look what they're all eating, and why aren't you eating one? She goes, oh, because I wasn't hungry. So that was, come on, funnel cake?
Exactly.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
It's powerful. It's powerful.
And you're so true about having a friend too, because come on, Debbie, they're there if you're feeling down, they're there. They're there to lift you up, to celebrate with you. Debbie and I, it's been 5 years now. We have done more in the past 5 years than probably in the past 15. We have so many pictures and videos and all this stuff from being around Saba, and it's just makes such a difference to have your best friend or your sister as your partner. And this also, whenever she would go out of town, and then I would handle her business for her. Or if I had to go out of town, she would handle mine. Just makes such a difference to have that partner.
This year I made up, this was so funny what attracts people to walk over to your booth. And, you have the big glass things that you put water in now, and you can put fruit in them. Mm-hmm. So I threw some lemons and a knife, and because we sample, at the table. They have to take the sample right there. They don't. If they want to take it home, then they got to purchase it. Yeah. But if I pour it out of the pack in their hand, then they can take it right there. But the lemon water attracted people like crazy. Because, first of all, a bottle of water in that convention center costs $4. But they would say, oh, that looks so refreshing, and I'm not even good at doing it. I'm just whacking up this lemon, throwing it in there. And it was amazing how many. I was like, oh, okay, do you want to try a product? No, I just wanted some of this water. But that was okay, because while they were getting the water, we would still be talking to them. We had on the side, off on our side tables, we had some mascara, some 3D mascara. We had some wraps. And some people would walk over there and just buy a mascara or a wrap. Yeah. They weren't interested in a health product. One thing I did put up there, we put a Saba 60 kit. Yes. And you would be surprised how many people know about Co-Cleanse. They see that bottle of Co-Cleanse. They might not know what the weight loss stuff was, but they say, oh, yeah, that's the Co-Cleanse. I've seen that on TV. And, it's not our product they saw on TV. They just saw a Co-Cleanse product. So we sell a lot of bottles of Co-Cleanse, just simple bottles of Co-Cleanse. If a lot of older people that weren't interested in the weight loss or the energy bought a bottle of Co-Cleanse. And we also sold, which was really funny, is a lot of Night Bliss. Sold a lot of Night Bliss.
I never think about that.
You wouldn't believe how many people, well, yeah, you would, have sleeping problems. And, my little grandkids, they love that stuff. During the school year, they're like, hey, Mimi, can we get a squirt of that stuff? Because it kind of just knocks them out, makes them rest better. There's a lot of little things you can have. Don't display it all on your front table, but we always have like a corner space usually, so we have a side that's open. But even if you're just in a little small, I've done events that were a bust too. I went to Los Angeles in this to help somebody in my downline years ago, and we're in the Los Angeles Convention Center, which is probably the biggest place I've ever seen in my life. And the guy over the show ran off with the money. It was horrible. You had 5,000 vendors in there going crazy, and there's no customers. There might have been 100 customers with 5,000 vendors. So I looked at my people in the booth. I said, okay, we need to go start meeting some vendors. And I met some of the best people I ever met in my life at that show that stayed on auto ship for many, many years, and I'm still friends with today, and even have refound them on Facebook. So we turned in this nightmare show into something special because we were all set up, and, so that's going to happen to everybody. It's just like meetings. When I started years ago, I'd have a meeting and 5 people showed up. That's okay because I just kept having it every 2 weeks until my meetings had 50 people. Yeah. It's that's the hard part, is to keep on pushing through when things don't turn out like you wish they had.
Yeah.
Now, on bridal shows here, I don't usually do bridal shows, and the reason I don't is because they're just one day, or they're like 4 or 5 hours, and they're very expensive. I don't know why, but they are. So I do more festivals, fairs, women's events. I like women's events where it's just, but I do, we built a huge business at our flea market. If you can get a regular little flea market, and you don't pay that much to go set up for the weekend, that's the greatest way. Now, you can also do that on Facebook. Start you, like, say you live in my flea market page says Bellevue Community Yard Sale. That's the one where I have 9,000 people, and none of them are Saba people.
That's amazing.
They join, they just join every day. There'll be like 30 people waiting to join, and my daughter, she'll watch it, add them for me, and I just put my ads on there. I sell a lot of retail on there, and that's fine. They're local. They're Nashville. I'll tell them they can pick it up. They can meet me. I'll mail it, whatever they want to do. But that is an easy, and it's fun. And it's a real yard sale page. These people are selling a lot of stuff on there, They're making good money. They love it. So that's something y'all can do. Every single person can start something like that.
Something important, I think, is that when you do a booth or when you're at a flea market, you need to find out if the tables are already part of it or if you have to bring your own. We just went and got 2 of the 6-foot folding tables from Sam's. I think they were only like $35, so that we always had our own tables. So you need to find out if they already have their own tables, and then you have to find out if they already have tablecloths there. Because, see, sometimes they don't. I know that's a little detail, but, I mean, shoot, if you show up and there's not a table or a tablecloth, it's like, what?
Yeah, it's a big deal. If you pay a lot
like,
for a show, it's usually included.
Yes.
If it's a small event, no, probably not.
I had a Sterilite tub, and we just keep all the different stuff in there for a show, like the tablecloth. We have a steamer in there because I think details are important. So if they come up to your booth and the tablecloth's completely wrinkled horribly, what did they say? Heaven is in the details. You can get a product catalog in the back office, buy them, and it's under tools, and they're $1. Under that same tools tab, Skinny 5000 booklets, which is about a 10-page booklet, which covers the Skinny 5000 as well as the Keto Transform drink. It doesn't have the orange one in it with caffeine, but it has the red one.
And don't forget, you can actually print off your computer in our back office.
Yes, if you want to just print off sheets, you can do that in the back office under Business Resource Library. You'll see them on any product. It's a PDF of every product. I get my things from Vistaprint blank. Instead of typing your name and your website, instead of putting your name in that space where it shows to put your name, you just make it not say anything. Then you get them blank, which means that you'll get them quicker because they don't have to print on them. And then you can have them to give them to your team, and everyone just puts a little sticker on there, a little label on there that has their name, phone number, and a website.
And Terri, I know y'all used to do this, but a lot of people, I would make up a little folder. You can buy like 20-cent folders, the little, like the kids' school folders when they start school, and that's the type I would put in there. I'd put a blank a business card where they could put a sticker on the back. I did like you. I ordered everything without my name on it, and made this folder up, put an instruction sheet on how to get started that came out of that booklet, training booklet that we trained y'all with and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that might be something that y'all could prepare for your new people. And when I am working those shows, I do not give out the $1 pamphlets to anybody unless they buy, like a bottle. Yeah. Because that's too much money. Mm-hmm. Now, I have a deal. I have an HP printer, and Tony, my daughter, turned me on to this. It's a wireless printer, and it's hooked up directly to the company. They know when my printer's low on ink, and I pay $10 a month, and it's like unlimited. So I do go in the back office and print off them sheets because it doesn't really cost me, but I can print hundreds of pages for $10. I just hand those out to people that, just take it and throw it in their bag. But the people that actually are interested, really interested, that I spent time with, or that purchase something, then I will give them a catalog. But they are too expensive just to give out to everybody. Remember on your sample packs to put stickers on your packs, because somebody might get 10 sample packs from you. You might only put a sticker on one, and they accidentally threw that one away. They're bad about losing your business cards. Mm-hmm. But I can't tell you how many people will call 6 months later and say, I just found that pack you gave me and took it, and I love it. And Judy had one call from 2 years ago the other day. I said, well, the product had to be expired, but I guess the lady, that's exactly what she said. It's been in my purse for 2 years, and I just took it, and I loved it. I have a thing on my monitor that says, your future and your fortune is in your follow-up. I think there's something like 75% of the people that do a show, they don't follow up. And so that's really important. You have all the different cards from the people. I mean, honestly, I know you might be tired from the show, but like within the next couple of days, you go ahead and create a spreadsheet with them so that you can see that you call them back. People lost weight on Saba 60, then they went and they tried something else. But every day I see them coming back on that lifestyle page. I'm coming back to do what works. Mm-hmm. So remember that. Just because your customers haven't talked to you for a while, or they went and sold some makeup or something, they might just be embarrassed or just not wanting to reach out to you. But reach out to them, say, not just to sell them something or bring them back to the company, just to say, hey, how you been doing? Haven't talked to you in several months. And then that just opens the door for them to say, I miss Saba. I want to get back started. So if you're working, if you're a mom and you're home, it's summer, your kids are out, most of us are going to work from home. Think about the people in your life that you see, whether it's other mothers, you're at the playgrounds. You'll hear them talking. Just be a good listener. And I'll just tap somebody. I'll be at the grocery store and somebody in front of me. Of course, I'm Southern, so we talk to anybody. But I'll hear somebody say, I am so tired. And I'll be like, you know what? I heard you say you were tired. I got something for you. And they're like, oh, okay. And I just get my pack. I remember I was in Walmart parking lot one time, and I had the sign on my car, and this one lady asked me that was coming and getting her car at the same time. And while I'm talking to her, these other ladies walked by. I ended up with like 7 ladies there buying sample packs from me. So Terry's right about your logo wear. When we get this new product, we used to wear those Ace shirts everywhere. I mean, that was like my daily uniform. And everywhere I went, I can remember being in Publix. People would come up to me and say, do you have any of that with you? See, that brand had gotten out there. So, when we get this new product, we'll get us a cute little lingo line to go with it. And everybody starts wearing their T-shirts. We start promoting. We get that name built up like we did with Original Ace, to where people were actually coming looking for us. That was always nice. The first 2 years, me and Lisa pounded the pavement. The next year, it just started taking off, and people are actually, we have more customers than we could handle. You know, we're giving people to people that work. So we're excited to get restarted with this new product, having something different from a pill. Pills are amazing. I'm always probably going to take some kind of supplement, energy, weight loss pill. But this is, since I've been on this new product, I've really not even taken my pills. Sometimes in the afternoon, but I just feel so good for so long. I mean, it's 8:30 at night, and I have been up since probably 5:30. I've had a top bath shake this morning and like a little salad I think I fixed in the afternoon. And my daughter's in there. She fixed dinner. She's like, Mom, are you going to eat? Yeah, I don't want to eat this late now. But so this is something we have to be really excited about. I don't even know. It's awful that I just can't talk about it. I mean, and just tell all about it. I'm going to ask you again, can I tell more this Thursday?
Mm-hmm. And we get to try it on Saturday. We get to try it, so that'll be cool at the event.
Yes. We will all be trying it that morning with breakfast.
Uh-huh.
So we'll be able to look around the room and watch each other and just see how this is working, you know, how everybody's feeling on it. And hopefully Demendra's money's not wasted on lunch because none of us are hungry.
Good point.
But the good part is you don't overeat, and I don't drive through the fast food windows because I'm starving. You know, that's the whole problem. If you haven't prepared your food, you don't got a snack in the car, and you're starving. Yeah. So I'm more apt to go, no, I'm going to find somewhere where I can get a decent salad, you know. I'm going to keep on going if I'm out until I find a Panera Bread where I can go get a salad with no bread. So I just want y'all to, we have to get everybody excited. We're going to help them promote this product. It's going to be like it used to be, but it's up to all of us to be products of the product. This is perfect to go with Saba 60. You know, it's just another part that could be added because everybody gets up and most people use this type of product in the morning. So, I mean, you can just do so much with it. So I'm just so excited for those of you that are going to be there. And like Lacey, God love you, you're in Utah. I've been to Utah to visit Roxy several times. It's a long way. So
yeah, it's a long way.
It's a long way. And it's not cheap to get to Utah. There's not, you know, like inexpensive flights. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's gorgeous. But we will do some Facebook Live, so y'all are included. How about that?
Sounds great.
We'll have that. We'll have that going. We'll walk around the room. We can interview people, and we can do like we do normally and include talk to you guys, you know, while you're wherever you're at. And we just have this huge launch party. And then I just encourage y'all to speak up, ask questions, come to us, come to any of us that have been around. Tell us what we can do to help you. What's your hang-up? What's your fear? What's working? What's not working? That's a big thing is we all have to communicate. We all get distracted, and we're over here and we're over there, and we're not communicating. And then make our social media presence huge. Sit out. You know, take this product in the morning. You can show yourself fixing it, drinking it. That is the most powerful thing because it's like, well, and you can make it short. When you're doing a Facebook Live, remember this, people don't want to watch for 10, 15 minutes. Just say, this is how I start my day. Within 10 minutes, I'm going to be ready to get going, you know. And we'll practice. We'll practice with each other on making these videos so y'all feel comfortable. Okay, well, guys, it's 8:38, so I'm going to go in and eat dinner. so they'll quit bothering me. Terry, you want to talk, see if anybody has questions? And
I'll tell you what, when Debbie and I, we always wear our Saba shirts on the way to events, whether we're driving or flying or whatever, and people in the airport will ask you, what is that shirt? What do y'all do? You know, so shoot, you can sell, and I always bring sample products with you, even going to the show. You know, I mean, just different things.
Terri, you're the expert at that, because I've traveled with Deb and Terri a lot, you know, and they're both tall. They got their bling shirts on. They're Ace Angels. Everywhere we go, I mean, we'll be sitting in the seats, and the flight attendants are hovering over us because we're all happy. We feel good. And they're like, what is this Ace stuff? And Terri is always the one that says, here you go, and pulls it out. And I'm not kidding. I remember we were going through security, and the scanner people are stopping Deb and Terri wanting to know about this Ace stuff. I'm not looking back going, oh, my gosh, are they getting through? Well, they were talking to them because they were blinged out, and they stood out, and they looked good and healthy. So, yeah. You're the expert. You're great with that.
I always have them. Even at the gym, in my bag, I always have sample packs labeled with my card and stuff, because we were always wearing our Saba 60 shirts. We're running laps in the gym, and everyone's looking at us, you know, and they're like, what is Saba 60? So, I mean, you know, that's all I ever wear is yoga pants and a Saba shirt.
Exactly. You know. And it's not just shows, but that is everyone's biggest downfall is follow-up. How many times have you gave a sample to someone and they didn't call you back, and you're like, they probably didn't like it. You start thinking negative. You go, oh, they didn't like it. They didn't call me back. No, they might have lost your number.
They might have lost your number.
And you know what I say to them when I'm working at an event, or even if I just met them in the store, I say, look, if you don't mind, write your number down for me, and I'm going to call you in a couple of days and check on you and see how you feel. If you know, you might need to increase or decrease it. And actually, when you say it like that, I just want to check on you and see how you like it and how you feel.
Yep.
They do not hesitate. Because I'm not trying to sell them. I'm just saying, I'm just calling to check on you. You know, I want to see if you take one or if you take two, or if they're on Saba 60. You know, I'll call and say, well, how'd you do your first few days? And make sure to hook them up to the lifestyle page, because that is an amazing page. I always go on there for recipes if I can't figure out something to cook. I love that. Yeah. And I watch how active people that have lost a lot of weight, they are the ones on there that are active.
Good point.
So it says to me, hey, this page made a big difference in Ashley's life, or because they're also building confidence. The UK girl, Heather Ogden, that was on there, did you see her post, Terri? She was like, I'm fixing to start this Saba 60. I'm nervous, looking for some support, you know, and we were commenting. She was just like overjoyed that people were commenting and encouraging her. She was so surprised. Yeah. But in the UK now, people are more reserved, you know. Americans, we kind of out there and just say everything. And so, I thought that was neat, watching how much it meant to her that people were commenting and saying, hey, we're here to help you, you know, whatever. So I try to jump on there.
Yeah. That's what's missing out there in the world. People buy pills from whoever, and then the pill bottle's sitting on the kitchen counter, and then what? What's missing out there is support, especially for the lifestyle page. It's made all the difference. There's almost 9,000 people on there. I'm on there all throughout the day. And I know it makes such a difference, and that's a big thing to tell people, that when they become a preferred customer or associate, they get to be on that page. That is just huge. Right. And if an associate, they get to be on the Saba team page as well for support as a distributor. So what are we swim in? And what we have to realize is people out there don't have support. They don't. The people trying to lose weight, most people don't. They don't have what we're used to. That's why I really like Clark's Wednesday Zoom for lifestyle. He's a coach. I tell people, new people I enroll too, that he's like a coach. A lot of men know coaches because they're used to football, and the coach is like, oh, you know, but the The coach might be kind of strong, but it's because they're doing it to make the person be the best they can be. So
right.
I don't know. I always learn something new over there.
Well, and also, if you're on there, it helps keep us on track. When I get on the lifestyle page, and then I walk through my house, and I got grandkids I'm raising and stuff, and I'm like, if you have anything with sugar or whatever it is, you got to take it upstairs and y'all's part of the house. Don't keep it around me. But when I'm on that page, it just makes me more aware of what I should be doing, of how I should be eating. It's easy to get off track, but it's real easy to jump right back on. That's what I love about it. Saba 60 is not a one-time thing. It's a lifestyle battle. I mean, sugar addiction is they need support groups for sugar addicts. They got the AA, the NA, and all these drugs. I'm addicted to sugar, and I'm a diabetic. I don't need to eat sugar or bread. Bread turns to sugar. But when you are not supposed to have something, you think about it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I've dropped past a restaurant and think, "Oh, they got this," and I'm like, "No, don't you turn there." When I walk in the store, they always got the bakery stuff right there. Publix has and I'll even walk over there and look at the stuff. Look at it. You better keep walking. Keep walking. I'm talking to myself. I know they're like, that woman is crazy. I'm like, keep walking, keep going towards them apples over there. But I always think that there was a saying we used to say. It was like, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. But when we say skinny, we're not really meaning skinny. We're just meaning less of us. I mean, I'm never going to be skinny and don't want to be skinny. I'm too old to be skinny. I'd look old. But we just want to be the best version of ourselves, and it sure feels good when someone stands up in front of a room and says, "Hey, so-and-so brought me to this company, and it's changed my life, and I've lost 100 pounds or 50 pounds or whatever." Yeah. But so many people are just looking for a family or friends or something to belong to. One thing I saw when we worked that show, there was a lot of 60, 70-year-old women that came through there that we signed up on Saba 60, and they were so excited about the camaraderie of being on that page.
Good point.
Because they don't have a lot of friends. They don't go out. They don't do a lot. This gave them something that was their own thing. So when you're telling people about this, we're not just like you're going in Walmart and buying a bottle of something off the shelf. You are connected with us, with Saba. You have this connection if you want it. You have the support if you want it. And a lot of people, depression and loneliness is a huge thing in this life. And as you get older, people lose their friends. Even young moms at home with kids, they're they go through postpartum. Their girlfriends are out, running around single. They're married. They don't see their friends. They're lonely. They're depressed. They can be, there's one girl on the page that's on there all the time. She's never, ever wanted to work. Ashley. She never really works a business, but she loves that freaking page. I mean, that's her thing. She loves it. She loves cooking. She loves being on this page. She loves being part of this. So there's a lot of ways that you can bring the people in to Saba and what makes us different. And I told Demandra this. I said, we're different because we're just simple people. This was built in the South and the Midwest. You don't have people running around like a lot of these network marketing companies. I've been to their events, and, you got the person on stage, and they're talking about how wonderful and everything, and you don't feel like you can approach them. We're just people just like you. We just found this company before you did and have been here longer, and that's what has made our life better financially. I think it was Terri, when I was talking, I said, if I hadn't have got in Saba 20 years ago, I would not be as healthy as I am in no kind of way, because I would not have taken supplements and put healthy stuff in my body. but we got to put it in our body. And I put that sense of urgency on my friends. I'm like, hey, y'all, you can't call me when you're 55 and tell me you got stage 4 cancer. Well, what do I have that can help you? I'm telling you now. You got to start putting stuff in your body now before you get sick. All right, Terri. Let's say bye. Going to see you guys in Bowling Green. Thanks for getting on tonight. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank
Good
you.
night, y'all.
Love everybody.
Night.
Happy
Thanks, Rhonda.
weekend. Love you guys.
Okay, love you too.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.